the whole world wasn't tripping. It was just a few people in a few cities that was like, yo, you know what I mean? So he came and noticed he didn't murk the people, quote unquote.
Facts.
He still hit the environment that the people was inhabiting. Because he had to hit the environment to kind of wipe it clean. Because if he would have wiped the people out, then what would have happened if people would have traveled in that town? The people are gone, but the residue from behind what they were doing was still there. So they would have picked up on what was left there, and once they would have started partaking, they probably would have started picking up the habits of those who was left behind. It's a cycle. It's a cycle.
Dang.
That's why you gotta clean up the atmosphere. Both of them involve cleaning up your atmosphere.
That's good, bro.
Both of them involve cleaning up your environment.
Yeah.
Either way you look at it, whether you reset, whether you restart, your environment has 50% to do with the success rate of what you're trying to do.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop Motivated Apparel and grab yourself some Motivated Apparel today.
Hey, yo, what up, world? What it do? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint to Success podcast, where we share principles on how to live life by design and not by default, man. It's your boy, Mike Mariner, a.k.a. Shift Motivator, coming at you once again on tonight. Excited to be with y'all on tonight. Thank y'all for rocking with us, man. Y'all know what it is, man. I got to introduce my co-host. On my left, your right.
Yeah.
Mr. Dumbo himself. Hey, y'all give it up for my boy, Mr. Alxndr Hall.
Give a drum roll.
What's good, man? How y'all doing, man? What's cracking?
What's
Another
up,
week,
bro?
baby. What's happening?
Another week, man. We just moving and shaking, man.
Moving and grooving.
Moving and shaking.
Shaking and baking.
That's it, man.
Looking and cooking.
Looking and cooking.
Looking and jerking.
I want to, man. Shouts out the dug, man. My boy looking crispy.
What's going on? Hey, listen.
Let's go.
Hey, listen. Yeah.
Baby. Sure, man.
She is on the way.
Yeah.
She is on the way. Okay. It's a fish. Okay.
Mrs. Bad.
Okay.
Hey, that's what it is.
I try to get your fish.
I'm going to drink to that, my boy.
Yeah, let's go. It's time, man.
It's
time.
It's time.
It's
But
time, bro. It's time.
It's perfect time, though, bro. It's going to be
Yeah.
when it's supposed to.
For sure.
It's still preparation mode.
Yeah.
You know
Preparation.
what I'm saying?
And Dumbo is out right now. Produced
Right now.
by Diamond and Certifico, man. Check it out on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. ALXNDR. Produced by Diamond and Certifico. Shouts out to
Play it.
Saddam. You can stream it. You can scream it.
Download it.
You can bling it. Whatever you want to do to it.
You can ring it.
You can ring it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
North Cape, man. We are on
The way.
Let's go, man.
Boom.
Like that.
And
Straight like that.
and dealing with these two jokers.
What you talking about, dog?
Update.
Hey.
I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm proud of you, dog.
Hey.
He roaring, cuz.
Hey.
He roaring, cuz.
Yeah, you know, Lions
That's good,
Den.
homie.
Lions Den got back from Master this week, so
Huh, say what?
you know what I'm saying. Lions Den got back.
Man,
from
y'all
Ma-
wait
for
till
the
y'all hear
Master
that
House,
joint. That
man,
joint
so.
is fire. Y'all
can't
gonna
wait.
see
It's-
why we
it's-
been on his tail about it.
It's-
You
it's
gonna find out.
smooth- It's a smooth record. Diamond always lace it up. You know what I mean. So
Diamond
he
got
always
that diamond
tweaking,
shine.
rearranging everything and
Facts.
making me rewrite stuff and That's what they do, man. Hey, I was writing something one day. He was like, "Bro, you gotta rewrite that, bro." He said it's good. He said, "But I just envisioned something different." And it hit different when your producer be like,
it's good, but it ain't great.
Yeah, he said, I hear something different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You ain't said you ain't snapping. He said, I hear something different. And I had to go back in. And two, shouts out the instrument too, because, man, look. So I'm in this years ago, when I first started rapping, right? I'm in the studio with two of them mates. Two was the first producer and only producer who I ever seen actually digging in the crates, take a record, drop it on the needle, and record what's playing, and he would take the record and then he would chop the different sounds in the record, take those samples and make the beat out of it.
That's
He's the first person I've seen ever do that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in the studio one day, and I guess what I was spitting, it wasn't fluid, you feel me? So my man's walking the booth right in front of the mic. He said, "Yeah, cut it off, cut it off, cut it off." He said, I said, my man's walked in front of the mic. He said, "Hey, cut it off, cut it off."
The disrespect.
He said, "Man, you cannot spit that on my beat, bro." He said, I done paid for this session. He ain't dropping it. I done paid.
So you can pay for this wisdom right here.
My man said, "You cannot spit that on my beat." And ever since then, bro, I've been coming how I've been coming. I try to on producers' records, you know what I'm saying? Because they have a vision for the song, too.
Yeah. But you need people like that in your corner, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, well, that's what's up. But let's go and get these preliminaries out of the way before we get deep in here,
Big
man.
bag, man.
Big facts.
Y'all know I got to put the spotlight on this dude right here,
What's
man.
happening?
Big
Joining
bag,
with us
man.
already.
What's
again
happening?
on tonight. Once
Yeah,
again.
man.
I
My
pray.
right, your left.
I pray.
Big bag.
Big facts.
Big dub.
Big
Big
bags,
facts.
Money bag.
man.
On wax.
Money bag dub.
Straight like that.
Fat pockets.
All day.
Mr. Let Me Hold Up.
On the way.
For sure. Let's go, man.
Y'all give it up for Boy Wonda on tonight, man.
What's going on, man?
A brother from the same mother.
Listen, bro, I'm telling you, it does wonders when you have brothers like this right here,
telling you, man.
and Diamond, and because like even with him, like I respect him as a writer, as an artist.
Oh,
So
man,
he made me like, hey, dog, I ain't saying you ain't snapping, but I think you know,
you real smooth with
I'm gonna need you to come a little harder. So I was like, I got you. So I gotta let you hear what I did, cause, bruh, and we need that though. Iron sharpen iron at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like when we was recording the mixtape.
Yeah.
And I was doing my part. And no, it wasn't. Was it the mixtape or was it the LED? It was the LED. When the Tim came over. I was fit to do it again. Both of them jokers said,
No.
Yeah.
I was like, did you need to?
I was like, well, if y'all say, I'm just gonna rock with it then. I say, because this y'all area.
Listen, let me tell you, when you can see the rough draft before you see the final mix, like like we coming from a final mix stage because we know what the end product gonna be.
Yeah.
And it's different when you are like, cool, this is cool, but it's like when you hear the final product, it's just whole different.
That joke funny. 'Cause I think Tim had stepped out the room and he played it and he did one of them like.
Oh yeah.
Who that?
he beat the corner like.
That's big, bro.
He like, nah, you don't need to do that one again, bro.
That's
But you need
big,
people
bro.
like that, you know what I'm saying? And you know, of course, I had someone, but nah, that wasn't hitting on that,
Bro. But we
But
gotta.
that's how you grow, though.
Exactly. We gotta have those. Nah, that ain't it. To know that's it. You know what I'm saying? So. All is well. God is good. Rick Reed 316 out.
Rick Rizzle.
Get that mug right there. Videos on the way.
Grind, no glory music group.
I'm telling you, the squad, we hitting your hard, all in your face. You gonna buy that catch eye case for Jesus. Nah, I'm on the real, man. All is well, man. We working, man. We working, man.
What you got going, Mike? Chef motivating, man.
I'm excited, man. I actually got to go this weekend, so it'll be none happen by the time this is aired. So I'll be preaching Sunday morning at Southeastern University.
Okay.
FCA
That's
leadership.
fire.
Yeah, FCA leadership camp. And then, so it's a week of camp, and then I gotta go back the following week, couple of days later, and I got 3 days worth of workshops with the leadership students. So I'm excited about that one too. Yeah, man.
Bro,
That's good.
Yeah.
that's hard.
Yeah.
He's just gonna say
I
that, sneaking by like, no, Southeastern University.
Because before you came, me and him was talking.
That's huge.
He was like, bro, I saw what you doing. I'm like, how you see what? But I forgot we got access to the same.
We know.
Yeah, you know, cause that's what we do. I got stuff that I have that I share with him, and then we just vice versa. They used to you paying for it, and I got access to it, and they let you have on multiple computers.
Yeah.
So, and I forgot that was the switcheroo with him. So I'm like, because I was working on my slideshow last night, and then I'm gonna do on part 2 tonight. So I've been breaking it up, cause it's taking my stuff but transforming it into what is needed for so I had to redo some things. So he was solid. He's like, so you know me, I'm out of the box. So I'm thinking
You outdid yourself, sir.
I just kind of did little things. So
He outdid
so I'm
himself.
kind of excited about it. I'm excited about it.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, and then I got to square out some time, man, so I can start writing on these other books, cause they gonna be fired though. Yeah, they gonna be fired. Yeah.
More fire.
Yeah. So, and man, this summer going by, like the wind.
Bro,
Like,
this
we
whole
hit
year.
July.
Yeah, this year is sliding, no
Yeah.
cap.
We finna hit July. We played. We got the kids doing 7-on-7. So we played
When?
Discovery Wednesday.
I'm going to get Pop next week.
Oh, that's right. You always get him for the summertime.
Yeah,
right?
but he had summer school, so he be done with it next week. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get Pop. So I'm gonna slide him. I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, I just about to say good. I can slap him upside
Yeah,
the head.
yeah, yeah.
And then run.
Now you ain't gonna have to run. You slap him in the head, I hit him in the stomach. He going down.
Yeah, he's So
What is you doing there?
anything they able to do with helping you out, I'm having that with you.
What is you doing, dude, bro? Like I met the cause Discovery, I forgot that they well, I forgot. I didn't know they didn't have football. They didn't have a football program last year.
What?
So they got a new coach. So they say he was that dude, man. I actually met him, so I'm gonna go over there. I'm actually gonna be going over there speaking to the team. So he played for my University of Miami, and they say he played a couple years in the league. They say he was that dude. I said, well, shoot, he's a huge dude though. Got some size to him, man. But I like the energy that he brought. Yeah, I like the energy that he brought, man. And my boys, I had to hit him across the head. I couldn't let them celebrate too good because they played. They gave us some good competition. And no disrespect to them because they did what they had to do, but knowing what we got, we should have played 10 times better.
Did y'all win or?
I would say yeah, because of how it's like how they kept up with the points and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it just when you look at you got a school that's rebuilding their whole program. So I didn't know until after talking to him that they was full of freshmen and sophomores. Now you got to realize these are incoming freshmen,
Right.
and incoming sophomores. So really, you playing with 8th and 9th graders,
Yeah.
and they didn't take them serious, and it showed. So in my conversation with them afterwards, I saw what I needed. I heard what I needed to hear. As long as they was able to regurgitate what I needed them to regurgitate, I ain't have to have another conversation. Because that would be my conversation. But when I asked them, they already was on. I said, yeah, let's clean this up now because when August get here, we can't be dealing with that. You don't get in the habit of playing down to the team and not playing up to your full potential. Because that was a downplay for us, even in past years. We played down to the competition and not up to our full potential. You know what I'm saying? So it's yeah. So long as I ain't got nothing going on, he just actually put the schedule out. So I'm gonna try to make as many as I can. Get out there with him. So it's been good, man. It's been good. I'm gonna be putting together some team building stuff. And then when the fall gets here, we're gonna go back to the program that I was doing. And so, got a couple meetings I'm gonna be scheduling here pretty soon. Kind of circle back on some previous meetings that I had, some things that we need to iron out. So see where that take. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, man, that's it. That's pretty much it's always a grind over here. So.
Bro, you ain't saying nothing but that.
Mine just more than mine. It's like so that's why I had a talk with the wife about that what I shared with y'all in one meeting and stuff. So I'm gonna do something. I'm just gonna figure out. I'm trying to see if I can go ahead and go ahead and build that partnership to where they take care of my backlog and everything. And all I got to do is show up and speak because we handling all of that right now. Yeah. So
that'll be a huge gain.
Yeah.
Huge, humongous.
Yeah. So, but I ain't really before we get into it. I didn't realize, man. I was like, dang, it's been 2 years since I dropped the blueprint. Over 2 years, actually.
2 years.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. I think I dropped it at the top of, I dropped it at the top of 22. I think I finished at the end of 21. But I dropped it the beginning of 22, if I remember right. I have to go back a little bit. It's about there. So I said, I got to finish it. Because I got, like, with all these other tools and stuff like that, it kind of gave me some new feeds. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
AI is crazy, bro. I put AI to the test, man. Boy, it started spitting out some stuff. I said, ooh, they ain't ready. Man, boy, I said, I put some of these AI stuff to the test, man. So I got some things that I'm gonna be working on. Yeah. So.
Yeah. It's 2 years.
Yeah, I showed the wifey to the cover. So I'm gonna finish the book I had you do the cover for.
Okay.
I'm gonna finish that one first.
Okay.
And then I got another one coming behind that one that I did the cover for. I showed Isha the cover. She said, "Ooh, I like that." I said, "Well, all right, stamp approval." So, So I don't know if I'm definitely. I definitely want to try to finish that one. As long as I don't get no writer's block, maybe within the next maybe 2 months. And I'm just kind of extending it because once I get going, I done got to the point now where it's like I ain't worried about how big it is. And so it's just like with everything that I got lined up because I've gotten my notes and stuff lined up.
Right.
So it's just me sitting down putting the meat to everything. Yeah. So that's why I said I'm gonna try if I can try to get it done before school starts. That'll get which is you got about 2 months. So to get that one and then maybe drop the other one either towards the end of the year or the beginning of next year, and then just get back on track. Because I was actually going to try to drop 2 last year, but on a good note, the schedule picked up and stuff with speaking engagements and a few things, but and trying to maneuver everything, so it just got kind of hectic, and I just put it to the back burner. Yeah. So, but that's about it in a nutshell with me, man.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
I think it's great that when, like I was saying before, when you persevere, it creates a certain animal in you. Like no matter how you feeling, what life is throwing your way, what you got going on, it lets you know how anchored you are. Lets you know where you're at and what you're willing and what you're capable to do. Yeah. And we just got to tap into that more frequently. And even with tonight's topic, what we're going to talk about, I think one of the things that stuck out is sometimes we get reset confused with restart. Sometimes we think restarting is starting all the way over. Sometimes we think that we can't use what's been built or accustomed to what we have going on. And when you think of resetting, you think about your phone, right? If you reset your phone, you still got everything that's a part of that phone. Now, there are certain things that you have to make sure you have before you reset the phone, but you still have those main things that you need for the phone to function. So when you realize you have those main things for to be able to function, you just got to realize, okay, I can keep this, I can keep this, I can keep this. What do I need to change within me to be able to line up with the new reset that's happening in my life? How can I make it more broader? How can I make it better? What are some things that I'm willing to release and let go that is done away with, that doesn't come back on your phone? What is it that you could be done away with that you don't need back in your life? So when it comes to resetting, what are y'all thoughts on it? Like, where do you feel like, even you can even come from the house, as you say, even just in your own personal life or experiences? Because I know all of us felt like even in the midst of resetting, we felt like we had to restart over just because of certain circumstances and situations. But how can we help them to understand the difference between resetting and then, restarting, or feeling like you got to do everything all over again? And then sometimes it may take that, but it just depends on, of course, on the situation. But when you think about reset, what does that come to mind? What comes to your mind?
I think, man, you threw a whole boomerang up, man. Like,
yeah. My bad.
No, you good. No, it's actually good. No,
my bad.
See, that's why you collab with different mindsets and stuff, man. Because like, I wasn't expecting that at all. Yeah. But that's good because why you did so that's crazy how you did it. So when I looked up, even though we know what reset means, but I just looked it up, and it says to set again or differently. And restart just means to start again. It's similar but yet different.
It's different. Exactly. Yeah. They kind of parallel.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for me, when I think of reset, I think of almost like pause. So I'm coming. I guess I may be coming from like a different angle. So if I'm resetting or what it is, it says setting again, which means there was something there that was in place that was already set, but for whatever reason it's not operating or not going the way that I expected it to. So therefore I'm going to reset. So now I remember back in the day. Back in the day, when we used to, we playing games growing up.
What?
Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Atari.
Facts.
Playing the game, you having a good time.
Facts.
All of a sudden, things ain't going the way you want them to go. So now you get mad at the game, and guess what you do? You hit the reset button.
Right after you say they cheating. They cheating.
You hit that reset button and then you start all over again because why? It wasn't going the way that you wanted to go. So you reset. So I think because now you're looking at we're 6 months into the year, so we basically the first half of the year is already gone. So it's like now we're taking a pause. Take a pause to observe. So now, just like the game wasn't going the way that you want. So if life is not going the way you want it, even if you are in a good space, maybe just something that you put out there that didn't go as successful as you wanted to go, but maybe it was successful, or maybe it was something that you put out or you did or you didn't do, and you look at, okay, but so when I think about reset, it's like, okay, pause, take a breath, let me breathe, let me reassess what's going on, and now let me move back. Because see, when I reset, it says to set again. So that means, or differently, you're still doing the same thing, but just in a different manner. Exactly. Or in a different way. So what I say, shift, so it's a change of position, place, or direction. Right? So, but I say this right here. When you make a change in one of those areas, it automatically shifts the other two.
It does.
You understand what I'm saying? It automatically does, because you can't change your position and it not change your direction or your place.
Guess it's gonna happen.
Because you know what I'm saying? Because you're making movement in a different direction. So when you're resetting, even though you may be doing the same thing, it's almost like shifting. You know what I'm saying? You're doing the same thing, but you may be changing the position or the stance in what you're doing. So therefore, you get a different outcome. You get a different result. You know what I'm saying? So I can say the same thing 2 different ways, and it's gonna give you 2 different results. Either it's gonna motivate you to do what I asked you to do, or it's gonna piss you off. You ain't gonna do nothing.
And you're just gonna sit and pout.
You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of like my take on that, man. What you got?
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Coming for the house.
You know, man.
Like that.
No chaser.
Well, you know I come from the house, man. So it's just I just come from the house on it. So like here's the thing though. You said reset and restart, right? And I'm going to the other side real quick. In order to restart, that means something got to stop.
Come on, bro.
Let's go there real quick.
Let's be real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, restarting is the ultimate reset.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? For all of our beloved Christians, when when the Lord flooded the earth, that was a restart. That wasn't a reset. He had to do away with everything that was inhabiting what he created so we can restart humanity. The way that he saw in his vision, to how he wanted it, to how the relationship that he wanted it with us, he had to, I'm going to just repeat that real quick. The relationship that he wanted with us, the reason why he created us, he wanted something to really love. He wanted a relationship. He's big on that. He's humongous on that, right? He saw that, you know what, this ain't going how I need to go. And I still got a vision for why I created who I created. Let me restart. Let me stop it and restart. Sodom and Gomorrah, that was a reset.
Elaborate.
This good. Well, you got me. Go ahead.
Elaborate.
Preach up.
I'm hanging on every word. Elaborate.
Right. Hey, what a popcorn? I need to get my drink, but I ain't got no popcorn.
I'm just okay. So because it wasn't the whole world wasn't tripping. It was just a few people in a few cities that was like, yo, you know what I mean? So
right.
He came and noticed he didn't murk the people, quote unquote.
Facts.
He still hit the environment that the people was inhabiting, because he had to hit the environment to kind of wipe it clean. Because if he would have wiped the people out, then what would have happened if people would have traveled in that town? The people are gone, but the residue from behind what they were doing was still there. So they would have picked up on what was left there, and once they would have started partaking, they probably would have started picking up the habits of those who was left behind. It's a cycle. It's a cycle.
Dang.
That's why you got to clean up the atmosphere. Both of them involve cleaning up your atmosphere.
That's good, bro.
Both of them involve cleaning up your environment.
Yeah.
Either way you look at it, whether you reset, whether you restart, your environment has 50% to do with the success rate of what you're trying to do. So when, bro. So I don't want people to think that, oh, I can just make an adjustment. I don't want people to think that, oh, I can clean up my mouth and how I do things, but you still hanging with your homeboy who got a. I don't want you to think that you can stop smoking, but then you still every weekend hanging with your homies. Y'all slide into the stove and the car is packed full of smoke. You might end up smoking again soon because your environment is still what it is.
You're still around it. Yep.
So whether you reset, I'm just making it clear. Whether you reset or whether you restart, your environment has to be cleaned up regardless.
Right.
Period.
Bruh.
But when God flooded the earth, just an example, that was a restart. He had to stop everything in order to reestablish what he wanted to happen.
Bruh, that's good.
Sodom and Gomorrah was a reset. Everything ain't messed up, but just this, no, let me clean this up. So once it's cleaned up, now I can incorporate this back into what's already flowing, what's already going. You know what I'm saying?
So would you? Okay, so would you look at?
You want me dumb it?
No. We with you.
No. That's good. That's bro.
You spot on.
Yeah.
That's good. Never thought
that's
about
with that's with relationship. That's with school stuff. That's with that's with everything. That's with everything. Sometimes you have to restart. Bro. You gotta stop that old stuff and then restart. You can't. Sometimes you can't reset something. It's so tore down. I can't reset this. I gotta completely redo everything from the ground up. Sometimes why restart something and the foundation is still jacked? You're gonna end up in a cycle. All you're doing is putting paint on the same raggedy car.
Yeah.
You ain't changing the engine. You ain't doing nothing.
Paint on and say, here you go, come pick it up.
You ain't doing nothing.
That's it. As is.
As is. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to restart. Sometimes when you clashing with your people, when you clashing with your homie, when the labor mates clashing, business clashing, wifey and stuff, fiance, girlfriend, boyfriend have a little rough patch, you might have to reset some things. Hold on, what's going on? What season are we in right now?
Right.
What do I need to learn? What do I need to unlearn to pick up? What do you need to unlearn to pick up? Let's reset. We ain't got to throw each other away to restart a whole new relationship. No, let's reset.
That's good.
That's good, bro.
You see what I'm saying? So you got to either way, and whatever is tripping y'all up, their environment has to. If it's you listening to other people that's not great for you, you have to rearrange them. If it's hanging with people that's doing stuff that you done drop stuff down, you done stop the drinking, you done stop the pornography, you gotta let them people go so you can. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So for one, either way, your environment has to change, and it's a difference between resetting and restarting. Sometimes you have to restart. Sometimes you can't reset. And sometimes you don't need to restart. You need to humble yourself and reset.
That's good.
It's identifying the two.
Bro, man, I'm trying to find my notes from when I had to do Bible study last month, because it ties right into this, and I don't remember. And it must be on my. It's probably on my laptop. I thought I put it on here. But
that's good.
All I remember, just off the top of the dome, I came through with the familiar scripture, the Valley of the Dry Bones. So when God approached Ezekiel, when God approached Ezekiel, took him to a vision and asked him what he see, and then told him to prophesy. He started, but I went back to the previous chapter. So when you go back to the previous chapter,
the setup,
it was, and it's like I never caught that though. So what he had him do was he had him prophesy to the desolate places. So everything was destroyed. Everything was desolate. Everything was the mountains. There was no habitation. So what does that equate to? Environment.
Yes.
So, and I was like, man, this messed me. I said, because it ties in, because before I can prophesy to the man or myself, let me prophesy to my environment. Because if my environment is jacked up, then it ain't gonna do no good to prophesy something new to the man, and he goes back into the same environment, and that's not cleaned up. So that's the kind of like where I was going with it, because I was like, man, and that ties into exactly what you're saying. Because even when you look at when he created Adam and Eve and that environment, right? Because that's why some people get confused. They were like, well, you know, because that's what we grew up on. Adam and Eve was the first people on. No, they wasn't the first men.
Exactly.
No. They was in a whole separate ordeal that was going on. Yeah. So at the end of the day, God had to do a little bit of restarting, like you said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but what happened was when he created them, when he created the environment, he created the environment, but he needed a man to watch it, to manage it, to rule and reign, right? So, what good is it for us to go back into an environment? It's just like this right here. You a new convert, and your thing was going to the strip club. And you a new convert, so God gonna send you to the strip club. No, there's some things you got to learn up under your belt. It's some resilience you got to build up. You just can't you just learn you just learned your position. Now you want to be the starter. You just learned your position. Now you looking to go to the next level and play top. You just learned your position. You're not even ready for that yet. So I like how you brought that out, man, where you say in order to restart something, you got to stop something.
You have to stop.
You got to stop that stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know, but dang, this is so good, bro, because I find myself, and she's like, you're just so analytical. I can't help it. That's just how I'm wired. But I try to balance it, but at the end of the day, I'm thankful that God has wired me that way, because I break down everything. Why did that happen? Like things that, you know what I'm saying, that people are not interested in. It's like, it interests me. I could be watching the Super Bowl, and I'm trying to figure out how in the world they got that big old stage and all them people and all them instruments in 5 minutes. Put together, toe down. That's how my mind works.
Everything changes within between.
Within how in the world? Look at just something. You gotta look at this, bro. You got a small window, and you got this big, huge performance, and you got all these people coming together as one to make sure that this happens within the scope of time that it needs to.
Bro, you know what? I'm still trying to figure out how in the world though they changed them tires that quick at the Hello. He just pulled up.
All change done.
He just pulled up. Bro, you ever seen him at the man? They rock. It's crazy.
But see that, and that's kind of like what, because it's repetition.
But it's repetition, and guess what, bro? It's a small. You got a small.
A small window.
When you have oh my goodness. When you have a small window for time, you got small window for error. When you got small window for time, you have a small window for error.
Right.
That's why you have to start looking at what do I need to reset and what do I need to restart, because I don't know how much time I got left, but I do know it's a small window.
Right.
I know that.
Right. Right. And you gotta, and see, but everything that we're talking about, it ties into how you're wired.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know how you're wired, you don't know where the adjustment needs to be made. You know, like, if we're having fun. This is a fun discussion tonight.
It is.
And even just like what you just said with the tire thing, like right, like anybody just can't do that.
No,
they can't.
So that is a peculiar skill set.
Yep.
You understand? So what is your skill set? What is the skill set that is needed to take your families to the next level? What is the skill set needed to take your finances to the next level, relationships to the next level? Those are also skill sets. But if you don't recognize them as a skill set, guess what? You are never going to be able to get to the places of where you want to be, because you don't acknowledge them as a skill set.
And not only do you have to acknowledge what you have as a skill set, in order for you to blossom, your environment has to do the same thing.
Exactly.
Yes.
Do you know in Puerto Rico, because I love the Spanish culture, most of my homies outside of they Spanish, bro.
Yeah.
Diamond, his family, my homegirl V, they Spanish, bro. So it's a bird. It's not a bird. It's a frog in Puerto Rico. They call it a coqui. Because every time it, you know, here, but this frog go coqui.
Yep.
and Diamond be like, bro, the frog is so annoying. It's so annoying, right? So all you hear at night, you know, here we got cicadas. They be, you know, the frog, coqui. Oh, he said, bro, it's so annoying. So, but here's the thing, though. The frog, that frog is only in Puerto Rico. It can't survive in other environments but Puerto Rico.
That's crazy.
Because it has everything that it needs to survive.
Yep. So, right. So when you know you have something special and you know you have a gift and you know you have something that can take you and your family to the next level, and if it's something that you've been working on yourself, it could be self-doubt, it could be your trauma, whatever it is, and you starting to get the courage to work on yourself. Everybody around you has to know, look, this is what I'm doing, and they have to be on board with what you got going on, or else it might water down and pluck up what you're trying to do. So not only do what you can bring to the table can flip your household upside down, your household has to be ready to flip upside down for you.
Exactly.
So you can transform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The environment is key.
Right.
The environment is key. If you know I'm trying to lose weight, why are you cooking pound cake every Sunday?
Right.
And then talking about something you need,
right.
No. How about cooking every other? Come on now. I know I got will, but come on now.
That part.
You need discipline. No, you need to start cooking that pound cake. You know what you're doing. Talking about something.
You want some?
You know what you're doing. Help me out.
Temptation.
Help sterilize my environment.
Yeah.
Help sterilize my environment.
Yeah.
So what I'm working I'm less prone for infection. I'm less prone for stuff that don't need to be in there. So help me sterilize my environment to keep this clean over here.
I got a question.
Angel's advocate. Here we go. Here he go.
Do you accept the charges?
Here he go.
No.
I ain't even got to come from that angle because it's so good.
Here you go.
But like, okay, you know, when we're talking about resetting and restarting,
yeah, for sure.
We're also decluttering, right? So what is a kind of gauge for me is my home. It's like, okay, it's living here a little bit, bro. Like that needed to be tightened up. This need to be cleaned. This need to be washed. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is that's kind of like my gauge of I can see if I'm going too far to the left, or if I'm going too far to the right. If I'm not right here, that gives me, okay, like what's going on? You know what I'm saying? This gives me an opportunity to kind of, like you say, take a step back, analyze what's going on in my life that's causing me to like, oh, bro, you tripping. But what is your one thing that you do that allows you to recognize when you need to reset or restart? So for me, it's my home. That, for whatever reason, it just hit me like, I was cleaning the house one day, just making sure things was good, you know what I'm saying, just on a regular. But it hit me and just like the Holy Spirit was like, this is right here is a reflection of your life. How crazy is your life going? So, you know, we have our rooms that we clean. We have the main, what people see.
Right.
But what about the stuff that people don't see?
Right.
Is that clean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I have to do like a top to bottom type of thorough clean from the bathroom to the kitchen to the living room, guest room, main room. So that is my reflection of me. That lets me know I need to tighten up because I'm neat. I'm a clean person. I don't just like stuff everywhere. Like I just cringe at the moment of clutterness. So what is your go-to or your thing that gives you the I need to tighten up? Because I think that's important to also acknowledge what your environment is looking like, because it is a reflection of what's going on in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can answer that in multiple different ways. I'll start with the external. Because y'all know I work out.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons I work out. Number two, I've learned to enjoy it. I mean, number one, I've learned to enjoy it. Number two, it's become a stress reliever for me. So, but there are times that I get to the place where either I'm going to bed real late, and so I'm eating late. So when my body starts changing in a way that I don't like, that's when I know I need to cut back and tighten up.
Right.
So from an external place like that, for me, that's I ain't gonna say it's easy, but it's easy because I'm the type of individual, like I say, everything, if you go back and you listen to all our podcasts, I always tell everybody, once again, there's no secret to success, it's only a blueprint. Everybody is saying the same thing, just in different ways.
Exactly.
I don't care who you're listening to. You could be listening to E.T., the top motivational speaker in the world, or you could be listening to myself. It don't matter. Everybody is really saying the same thing. It's just done differently. Different people are attracted to different people's stories.
And how they connect to
and
it.
How they connect to it.
How they deliver it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The delivery, everything. So at the end of the day, how I'm wired is I don't like stagnation.
Yeah.
And I know that about myself. I don't like working hard. I'd have done that most of my life. And I still do that, just in a different way. Don't get me wrong. So, but I'm the type of individual, I like to work smarter. If I'm on a team and we're supposed to work together, but what you're doing is causing the team to work hard, I got to stop. Like, hold on, I got to tie you up because I don't move that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I done got to the place now I'm like, I said, don't let the place fool you. I said, I'm older than what you think.
Hey, you better sit down somewhere. Sit down.
I'm older than what you think. So I ain't got no tolerance of time for just wasting time. Just, you know what I'm saying? So I don't like spinning my wheels. So I know enough about me to know that I don't like that. So either I need to reset or restart. And then I'm gonna figure it out which one it is, and then I'm gonna move in that direction. Now, if I've gotten because I do have those moments where I get overwhelmed. Now I call for backup.
Yeah.
But I done put myself in a position from spiritual and personal development to know who to call at what particular time.
Yes.
And that's important.
That's very important, because even though you can have your circle, but what good is your circle if you call on the right person at the wrong time? Or the wrong person at the right time.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So, and I say that. So I started there first because that was kind of easy, because I can tell based upon how I feel. I can tell based upon how I look. I can actually I can weigh the same, but my body composition is different. That let me know I lost body fat. You understand what I'm saying? So it's when we're talking about getting in tune with you, like, we're not playing with this thing. Like, you really got to know you. God created you to where you don't have to be popping pills. Your body was created to heal itself. You just got to pay attention.
Exactly.
So I just pay attention. So I can look in the mirror, or I can realize how I feel, and then I just have to make the adjustment. You know what I'm saying? So from an internal standpoint, same thing. You know, sometimes I get to the point where I'm just going, and I just start throwing stuff everywhere. And that thing, you know, stuff be piled up. And then, so I'm wondering why I can't focus, but I'm sitting at the desk working on stuff, and I'm just moving the pile from the right to the left, right side of the desk, to the left side of the desk, instead of filing and putting stuff up. So I was like, dang, well, let me clean up. Then you be like, man, this feels so much better. And then juices start flowing. You know what I'm saying? Or either I know, you know what, let me go out to the park for a minute. You know, let me put on a podcast or YouTube. Shoot, man, let me put on a video game or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I like to play sport games, so. I'm a grown man. I like to play video games. I work hard. Yeah, shoot, I like to play. That's
our downtime.
That's my downtime. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't play it like that, but I pencil in my days, and I try to keep it to where I pencil in days where I don't do nothing. I don't read nothing. I don't do nothing.
Work.
I do whatever it is I want to do for that time. And if I don't want to answer my phone during that time, I don't answer my phone.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to knowing yourself. It really, the common denominator is before you can restart or reset, and even before you stop, you got to know what you got to stop. And all that goes right back to you being honest with yourself and knowing who you are, how you're wired, and what your skill set is.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R8 28 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to stop your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
I'm gonna tell you how important that is, because analyzing me and people that I've connected with and that I pretty much built a great rapport and relationship with, there's a situation that was like asking for something, you know, hey, have you did this, and then it's like, if I'm expressing to you that I'll be able to do it on this day because of X, Y, and Z, I had to realize within myself, there's a certain limit I can get to before I get to the snapping period. Because when it's like repeating yourself, and they're so anxious, and what I've been learning, bro, and doing the work, and then have you jump in, Alexander.
Okay.
I have to be okay with saying no. I have to be okay with, hey, I got you. I work X amount of jobs
just on
during
my
the week.
time.
Yeah, on my time. Because one, this gives you not the obligation to have to do something that when they feel like that's it, their emergency, but I ain't on that time. I help you because I have advice and resources that I can lead you towards. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I have to do it at my own leisure, because if I do it at the, like you say, the right thing at the wrong time, I'm going to say the wrong thing. And it's not going to be good. So I've learned a lot to just really internalize and not take on subconsciously other people's stuff.
Bro, that's good.
That's really good.
And that's really difficult.
A lot of people need to.
That is really difficult.
Sometimes you can't. And I've been exposed to more over the years with people who take on the burden of other people's. Sometimes it's like that. The first person who I encountered like that for real was stepmom with my dad. When you have a person who can't do nothing for himself, and she had to do everything for him. And she had to carry. He was still a staple in their marriage, but when you land you got tubes in your throat, and you just focused on your heart still beating. You know what I mean? So, and we driving back and forth with my dad, stuff like that, when he was in his last leg of life, and just watching somebody carry the load for two, when my dad still played his position, but that was just his position of his life at the time.
You
know what I mean? So me witnessing that, and then witnessing
I already know where he going with that one.
He's stupid.
You see all 87 teeth. You already know where he going with that one.
Don't put him on mine.
Where you
No, but no, I'm just.
It's It's real. Okay, go ahead.
The only reason why I'm stating is because it's a real thing. I've never encountered a person who took on so much in their home.
Yeah.
Exactly what you just said. They take on a lot when they're like the staple in the shoulders of their family, when sometimes they don't have to be.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? So that's key what you just said.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to figure out how to remove yourself from certain situations.
Yeah.
Like, I remember it with E.T. and I had to decipher that thing, and even it comes back from time to time when I start heading in that direction.
Yeah.
And E.T. said this right here. He said, "Your emergency ain't my emergency."
That's real talk.
Yeah.
I said, ooh.
And you have to say it in that way, in that manner, and present it in that way, in that manner, because they will turn you into something that you ain't even trying to be, or going the route you ain't trying to go. Like, this is real, bro. And how crazy the mindset is, it'll make you think things that ain't even true. That's just imaginary. And I had to work on myself a long time for that.
Right.
Because when certain environments, it makes you feel like you're the person that's causing it, and you're not. And I had to learn that at work. Like, and that's why I got the inner strength and the core strength, because of various things that was going on. It's like you say, it's not me. It ain't got nothing to do with me, but I'm still feeling the cold shoulder in the draft of it. How can I not think it's not me?
Right.
And then you see how you interact with other people. So it's imperative to know that, because I know my limits.
Yeah.
You have to know your limits. And that's why people snap, because they're unaware. They can't communicate how they're feeling. They don't even know how to address it without going that route. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and that's the importance of self-awareness and friends. So like, what is your kind of like your gauge? Was it with your dad, with seeing that?
So like when I know I need to reset or restart something, what I began to, the first thing, it kind of ties into kind of like what both of y'all said. But one of the things, okay, so the other day I was talking to Faith, right? So Mama at the house, we was chilling and stuff. So she called me. Now, you know, we engaged, so we finna do life together. So she just noticing things, learning stuff about me. I learned stuff about her, how I was supposed to. And so I think it was yesterday. She said, "Do you always make your bed up in the morning?" I said every morning. I have it to where I have one blanket that's always like tucked on the bed. Sometimes I hang over, but it's tucked on the bed. That always stays like that. And I have throw blankets that I cover up with, and I got pillows and stuff. And every morning I kind of like restructure the main blanket, my pillows, and fold up my throw blanket. So boom, my bed is made within 5 minutes. It's made. You know what I mean? So that's every day. And she said, you know, she gave me her piece. She said, "Well, I just make sure our bed is made, because sometimes I saw the spine, you know, because she see how, you know, y'all been in my room, everything.
Yep.
So one of the things, my personal maintenance, when I can't floss, because you be busy, you be boom, 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 boom.
Be always moving on the go.
When I can't floss and water pick at a certain time every day, and do-rag my hair every night, and when I can't do my manicure, my pedicure, when I can't wake up in the morning and pray and read first thing in the morning, almost every morning, something is off. That's my indicator. When I can't do maintenance on Cedric.
Right. That's good.
That's
when
really
I can't
good.
do, because the only thing you have at the end of the day is yourself. Even, let me tell you something. The only thing you have at the end of the day is yourself. When you're off, everything is off. Even when your money is off, for the moment, momentarily, if you're the money is coming.
Right.
Exactly.
If you know what I'm saying, if you're walking around and the maintenance on yourself is $1 million, the money is coming. If you're raggedy, everything else is gonna be raggedy.
Right.
That's how men can get women where they You don't need a Jaguar to get hurt. What are you the are you the Jaguar first?
Facts.
Are you the big boy truck first? Are you the Tesla first? How are you running? What is your drive?
Right.
Your drive depends on what you end up driving and how you end up driving. So when I can't swerve properly, when stuff, hold on, I ain't read. Hold on. When last time I read my book? When last time I, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when I know something is off, and I have to restructure something to get my maintenance down pat. Because once I get my maintenance down pat, my room is extra clean. Now I can start nitpicking at the other stuff.
Right.
How does my account look?
Yeah.
What can I do there? What's going on with my book? Am I working on music? When last time I called my son? When last time I talked to him? When last time then you can start going shelf by shelf by shelf by shelf by shelf.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But
exactly.
Once I get the library together, then I can go to every book on the shelf.
Yeah.
So the first thing that when I'm off, bro, if I can't burn, because my girl, look, yesterday we went to Publix. I say, look, I'm finna take a shower, and then we going to the store. It was around 6:30. I said it'd be 10 minutes. She talking about, yeah, I see you by 7:30. No, it's not. Cause her and stepmom swear I be in the shower for 2 hours. You be in the shower longer than girls be in the shower. No, you understand. Bro, let me tell you something. You understand?
You understand?
Everything comes from something.
Right.
When I was 17, 18, I had my hygiene wasn't popping. I was like 300 something. Bro, I was Clump Junior, bro. I used to be eating chicken wings, throwing under the bed. Eating cheeseburgers at 3 in the morning, throwing the socks everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
That was good.
You know what I'm saying? Circle K cups on the side of the bed. You know what I'm saying? But once you start getting older, you start going to your other homie's house. They messing with females. Hold on, she fine, his room clean. Hold on, let me add this together. You know what I'm saying? So
2 and 2 is 4.
2 and 2 is 4. So
The math ain't math.
The math ain't mathing.
You know what I'm saying? So when I started to slowly learn about self-care, we talking about care for yourself so you can see what's going on.
Yeah.
So once I started working on it, now I'm to the habit to where I don't care if I got money in my account or not. My self-care is gonna be 1,000 because I have to make sure that I'm the money. You know what I'm saying? So when I can't read and when I can't pray, when I can't keep because all of these things that you can't necessarily see, but when you encounter me, you encounter how I think and what I say and my vibe. And your vibe and all that stuff comes from what you do when no one sees.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
That's really good, bro.
Yeah, that maintenance thing, bro. That's powerful.
It is.
Your maintenance.
Yeah, because you look when you if you don't know your vehicle, right, then you can actually lose money.
Cause look,
Facts.
if you're dealing with somebody, they're not looking at what you ain't got. They're looking at how do you operate what he does have. Who are you? Because for all the guys who got big boy whips, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, like you got a big boy Tesla Charger, you doing your thing. You're doing your thing, no cap. You doing it. But when your car break, I hope that you are the thing that got the car, and the car is not you.
Yeah, it's personal maintenance.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's straight personal maintenance because you lose value when you don't understand what it takes to maintain you. You look at your vehicle, right? Like the way they make cars now, you don't have to get an oil change every 3,000 miles.
Exactly.
Or depending upon what type of car you got. Because even though I got an older model car, you don't have to get an oil change every 3,000 miles. You know what I'm saying? But when you go to the oil change, whether you go to the dealership you know, one of the off brands or whatever, their symbols are wired. Because if you notice, when you look at your sticker, from the time that you got your oil change to the time they put that sticker on, it's 3,000 miles. So no matter what your vehicle is, they're saying, I need you to come back 3,000 miles. But no, the manufacturer said, I don't have to change my oil until every 5,000 miles. So now you're going back and maintaining something that don't need to be maintained.
Exactly.
Because you don't understand the maintenance.
Because you don't know how you run.
You don't know how you run. So I can't look at you because you going every 3,000 miles.
Exactly.
I don't have to go every 3,000 miles. I can go every 5,000. My endurance is different than yours.
It's some people who are running on 87 and they need to be. You running on 87, but you were built to run on 93. You shortchanging yourself. You are running on 87 because of your habits, but you are built to run on 93.
Settle.
Bro, Pastor Lynn said something so profound this week. And she said, I'm putting it in my own words.
She be teaching. Point blank, period.
Man. And she was just saying how basically, I don't remember, she said it was just a thought, or maybe the Holy Spirit checked or whatever, I don't remember. Or one of her sisters, so I think it was her sister had said something about her having you got how did she put it? She said, so basically, I'm gonna put it in my own words. You have a poor man's mentality in the king's house, so to speak.
Yeah.
So what she was talking about, she said she thought about that thing, and she was like, you know what, you're right, because she found herself complaining about, because you know inflation is up, everything is up. And she was like, it wasn't the fact that they didn't have the money to pay for it, it's just that they didn't want to pay for it. That's a different mindset. Yeah. And so then when she thought about what was said, she had to shift her mindset, because I can't look at what that is, because I got it. What am I complaining for? You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you're looking at stuff like that, man, it's everything that you said. Like, are you what you're portraying? Are you, when you say, are you, that's what my mind, when you said, are you the Jaguar? Are you the big body? Are you this? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when you recognize who you are, even though you may not be that person yet. Get what I'm saying? You recognize who you are, but you may not be that person yet. At the same time, the only thing is keeping you from the person that you are and the person that you're designed to be or destined to be is air and space. That's it.
That's it.
The activity that it takes to get from point A to point B. And everything that we're talking about, take your personal maintenance, cleaning up your environment, whatever, all that stuff is very vital to you being who you're supposed to be and who you've been. Everybody's not going to be a millionaire, but you have to be okay with whoever you're going to be. Everybody's not going to be in a poorhouse. But at the end of the day, you got to be okay with who. I was sitting here one Sunday, I was just, you know, because the kids, they be running around, they money, you know, their parents give them to put in the offering. That took me back in the day when Grandma used to make sure
she gave us $5
every Sunday,
like clockwork.
Before we leave out that house, Grandma, come here. So she called us back in the room, put this in there. I don't care if it's a quarter,
a dollar,
nickel, penny, $5. She said, you will never go and not put nothing in. So when we talk about how important environment is, it is very important, because it incubates what's supposed to be destined to be or supposed to be produced. Because when I look at like the mentality that we have around the young men that we mentor, you can see the difference because of the mindset of the people that they're being mentored by. Now, who's to say that they will be that mindset? But we know that it's changed because of the people because of the other people mindset. The men, myself, some of the other coaches, some of the other people that they know that I don't know, that are feeding positivity into them. You can tell, you can see it. I see the difference from when I first spend time with a child to their senior year. I see a difference, and it's like it's a beautiful thing, but you know it's coming. You just waiting to see when it's gonna come. because you see the transition and their shift in their mindset from the time that you met them to their senior year. And how
you see the growth.
And you see the growth. Because like one of the kids I was talking to, like I can see the growth in it. I can see he played a lot, didn't take nothing serious, but now you can see the growth in it where he's being more attentive to stuff now. You know what I'm saying? So, but what it has to do with the environment. You have to get in an environment that's going to incubate what's inside you. Because if not, you're going to die right where you are.
Yeah.
And that's why.
And that's the worst place you want to be at, is dying and to see your potential.
That's why Ezekiel said, "Can these bones
live?" What did God ask him? He asked, I need you to prophesy. I know they can live, but y'all got to get the message behind that, man. God, it ain't like God didn't know. No. I'm trying to get you to see what's in you, because what's in you is life. Even in the middle of your dead situation, all you got to do is speak life, because I gave you the power and authority to do that. Why? Because you are my son in the earth. You are made after my image, after my likeness. So everything that I can do, you can do. So if I can call dead things to life, you have the ability to do that too. So it starts with that, but then what happened?
Exactly.
The activity didn't start until after he spoke. The bones didn't come together as a mighty army. That's activity. But they didn't come together till after he what? Spoke. So when you're writing in your journal, when you're writing in your goal book, when you're writing in whatever it is that you write down, notepad, whatever, that's you speaking. Take that and open up your mouth and begin to speak that. You know what I'm saying? Every morning I got me and my wife praying, affirmation, praying. Even when I don't feel like it, even when I'm not feeling it, I'm still speaking it. And I'm letting my mind and my spirit catch up to what I'm speaking, because my soul ain't feeling it right now.
Exactly.
Cause I put them goals up there I put them goals on that board 3 years ago, and they ain't seen it move yet. So I'm finna take it down. I can't do that, even though I still gotta speak it. So there was no activity till after it was spoken, and then the activity came.
Sometimes we don't even realize how long we haven't even spoken.
It be that way.
Because you be so barred down, you be so weighed down. A lot of times I even had to happen to myself. I was like, wait a minute, hold up, pump my brakes. And that's what he wants. He wants you to keep muffled, silent, and not to declare and decree all the things that you see for yourself in your life. I can't stop speaking.
Yeah.
I can't stay silent.
Yeah.
It's going to be costly if I do.
It's going to cost you everything.
Everything.
It costs you everything. It's so funny. It was I forgot the scientist's name, but they were talking about he did an experiment, and he had 2 jars of rice. And every day, 1 jar of rice he spoke a bunch of positive stuff to, and then the other jar of rice he spoke like negative stuff to. Like the jar of rice that he was speaking negative stuff to, it started decaying. It was crazy, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, just experiment. Bro, it's like God got this thing figured out. Like, our humanistic mind can't understand everything, but all it is, like I always tell, man, just follow the pattern.
Just be willing.
Just follow the pattern. He set the pattern. You just got to follow the pattern. Now, it may not come out exactly how you think or what you think, but you got to always remember, everything is about perception.
It is.
So if he said that he would do exceedingly abundantly above all that I can ask or think, at the end of the day, I may not understand that, but that was better for you, and you got to trust his plan, even when you don't understand the process.
Gotta believe.
Gotta believe. Because had I spoken in some of the doors that I wanted to speak in when I first got started, it wouldn't be as effective as it is right now. So some of the same doors that I tried to get in over 10 years ago, I've just gotten into within the last 2 to 3 years.
Yep.
So when I look at all that knowledge, all that wisdom, all that fuel that I gained from I'd have messed that up. I'd have messed that up because of what I've gained in between those years, that now I can take all of that and go back through those doors to where I didn't have nothing. I'm just starting out.
Facts.
So I'm going to close all these doors, and I'm going to let you develop. I'm going to let you incubate. I'm going to let you incubate. But I had to see, I had to acknowledge, I had to do, and I had to put myself in environments And some of the environments was costly. It was a sacrifice. But those environments that I had been a part of was not common environments. And I was just sharing this with somebody either this week or last week. When I look at my journey of the door, I say, man, when I look at how God and how I built, like, the environments that I've been in trained what y'all see.
Exactly.
Because I've been in environments with, like, millionaires, but I'm talking about, like, their mind. Like, y'all wouldn't even know who Myron Golden was if I didn't know who he was.
Man,
He a beast.
Oh my,
He's out of this world.
Man, I had a 5-minute conversation with that dude. The dude blew my mind.
Man.
But I had to pay a ticket price to be in that environment.
Man.
Access granted.
You see what I'm saying? You see, and I was watching
man.
You have to
shout
pay
out
for
to
certain access.
Tia Crockett, and I was watching one of her videos this morning, and she was talking about how she's in a season like she sacrificed to be in some doors that she normally wouldn't pay for. So when you talking about they charging too much, just like what Dr. Lynn was talking about, I got the money. Even if you don't got the money, you cannot compel what you repel.
It'll cost you more if you don't be in that arena.
Exactly. Because your next level is in that arena.
It is.
You're worried about where you are right now, but your next level is not where you are. It's at your next level. So the next level is in the doors that you don't want to pay the ticket price for.
Exactly.
Go and pay that $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. If you don't got it, go get it. That's why when I started with Del Toro's program, I didn't have the money. I had been following that man for years. And it just so happened that you came up and we had the money. Babe, can I go? Go ahead, baby. That's all I needed. Set everything in motion right then and there. And it was a sacrifice. But even though we had the money, it was still a sacrifice.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's what she was talking about. She said, I had to spend some money that I normally wouldn't want to spend. And she pretty dope. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and that's kind of like where I am right now. Because I've done stuff over the years, but I pulled back a little bit because of certain things. But it's like, all right, man, it's time to jump out the plane and pull the parachute on the way down.
Facts.
Because the next level, it's not where you at. Because when I look at the doors that I've been into, bro, they have not, since I've been on this journey, none of my doors have been average. So it's hard for me to go into an average door now.
Yeah.
Because I didn't start out. When I look at where I started, I didn't start out average, bro. My first training was with Del Toro McNeil, one of the top 50 motivational speakers in the world. That's where I started. That's where I started. That's not bragging. It's just
it shows where your mindset was at.
God, like being the light, like, dude, you wasn't meant to be average. Look at your journey,
bro. It's funny that you say that because it's funny you say that because God be God, and like so, like it's crucial to develop a relationship with God because He's the only one who have seen all parts of your life.
Yep.
Y'all are blood brothers.
Yep.
But y'all years apart. So it's things you didn't get to see in his life.
Yep.
Exactly.
You were in the making, but you wanted to, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Facts.
So when you left and he home, it's things that you didn't get to see about Dub.
Yep. Yeah, just, bro. Right. Prime example. I stopped by the house. I'm hear music. Where it come from? So I busted to the room. He on there on the big machine and got the keyboard and got the computer laptop. When did you learn that? Prime example. I'm like, tell me I've been doing this. Been doing when? Where?
Ha, Sway.
You know what
So, you know what I'm saying? So, like you, so you said you started off. It wasn't
average when I look back at bro. I just did it this last couple of weeks. It wasn't average, dog.
When I started Christian hip hop, bro,
you wasn't average. Nope.
At all, bro.
I linked up. Shouts out to Autumn Cunningham, my people from Virginia.
Yo.
West Virginia. What's up, Pastor Mar, her husband? bro, I started Christian hip hop. She was like, yo, you need to go on Bobby Jones. My first time performing like in the,
I remember that.
Me and Dr. Murdine, I had to rap for Dr. Murdine Gale on the phone. I rapped for her on the phone. She told me, lock in my number. So, lock my number in, and I go to Nashville. My first time to Nashville, I'm talking to Bobby Jones, Dr. Murdine Gales. Then next thing you know, I did that twice, and then next thing you know, I drove to D.C. I met Clifton Ross III, Erica Campbell DJ. He's a comedian. He had a little thing he was doing. You know what I'm saying? So me running, that's when I'm just getting my little feet wet. You know what I'm saying, bro? Rest in peace, Crescendo. Rest in peace, Crescendo from Orlando.
Facts.
For real, for real.
The Verb.
With the Verb, bro. Crescendo was the first person who paid me as an artist. The first time I did like a show like in a big church, it was, and I didn't even know these guys. Shouts out to Roy Tosh and shouts out to YB, 808 Beezy, you know what I'm saying? So my first time doing the show with the Verb, I'm one of the headliners is me. And I know Roy Tosh probably don't remember it all. I know Beezy probably don't remember it all. But I remember these guys, you know what I'm saying? Because I had them Forest Green, Patrick Hewins on, and Roy Tosh, he a sneakerhead. He like, bro, them joints dope, bro. So he was
True sneakerhead.
Yeah, he a true sneakerhead, bro. And he balled too.
Oh, yeah.
So it was me, Roy Tosh, and YB. And I was one of the headlines with them. And then I didn't know there was these guys climbing the ranks in Christian hip hop. I'm thinking they know these guys doing it. Roy Tosh got a name, Beezy got a name, and he treated me like an artist, you know what I'm saying? So this had a little break. I saw the first time I seen a wife and husband duo doing their thing. YB and I promise you, they don't even remember this, bro. They probably don't remember who I am. YB and his wife, he had merch, stacks of shirts, he booming. You know what I'm saying? Roy Tosh had the single, they booming. Like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so this one, just me starting off. So it's crazy you said a guy ran across that my mind very briefly at work today. Like, you didn't start, you supposed to, that's why you sound. That's why you who you with. That's why because you're supposed to be on this. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's opposition. Every time you're supposed to be somewhere and you're meant to be there, it's gonna be opposition.
Oh yeah.
Ops are real.
Yeah. The fact that you exist is gonna be opposition.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
you're a threat already.
That's why you're saying
man,
that.
I was thinking about that, man. I was like, all these doors, because I'm looking at the people in the circle, bro. I haven't, I met E.T. personally because I've been to some of his events, but not on the personal level, but I've been coached and trained and got programs from guys that actually rubbed elbows that's his mentor. You know, other people in other circles that are unless you're in the speaking industry, you wouldn't even know the names if I spoke them probably. Or you may remember them if you may saw a video on Instagram or something pop up, stuff like that. So, but that are actually out there. It's like these are the people that over the years and even up to now that I've rubbed elbows with, had coaching calls with, different things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, about the business, about my craft, stuff like that. None of these guys are average, bro. So it's like God had me just revisit that to just remind me, like, just keep going.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't you just can't go into any door. You're built different. You can't start backwards. You know, you didn't start backwards, so why you gonna start backwards? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bro. I said, dang, you sure all right? Cause I'm like, man, I've been in some crazy. Cause it reminded me when I was listening to Tia's message or her live this morning. Cause I was like, man, there's a sacrifice gonna have to come up somewhere, to get to that next threshold. And so I said, I feel exactly what she's talking about, and because I hadn't spent like no money like I've done in the previous past, and I know I need to, you know what I'm saying. But it's gonna be a sacrifice, and so you know through wisdom I'll sacrifice wisely. But I just have to go like, and these are some of these guys because you know when you talk about these names that don't spit, they programs ain't cheap.
No, at all.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like to get to that next place, is, you know, sacrifice got to be made. But I just remember I was like, dang, when I started this thing, I didn't start average, bro. And it was crazy because I remember just like it was yesterday, man. Because even when Dale had just won the CSP award, which is the Certified Speakers Professional Award, which is the highest accolade that you can win in the speaking industry, and he was young. He was the youngest one to get it. Let alone the youngest being African American. So, and his mentors, when I had paid for the training at the time, he was like, "Man, you was charging too low for what?" And I'm like, the first day I was in his class, I was like, because I know bro, I studied this industry, bro. I'm like, he charging way too low, because I knew his status at that time. So when he said to his mentor, but when I had got in, the year that I had went, that was the year that he said, this is the last time that I'm doing this at this price though. But he had been doing it for that price for years. And he said his mentor would tell him every year, man, you crazy for giving all that type of content out just for that price. And his boot camps, bro, like his speaking program, it's top 8 notch. Like dude, like literally over delivers.
Bro, I was sitting here thinking, when I was a secular rapper, I didn't go nowhere, bro. I didn't really meet nobody. I didn't get no contacts. I got marijuana contact. That's what we was on. You know.
Every day. Every day. All the time.
Cause that's what we was on. You know,
Jadakiss.
you out there, you doing whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus, for redemption. But I didn't travel no places. I didn't meet nobody who whatever. But on this side, it's crazy how just it's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, like going to conferences and running, seeing different people. I was somewhere and I saw Cannon speak one time. He was telling his story. You know what I'm saying? Pastor Timon from Crossover Church. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. One of the first biggest supporters.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What's your boy out there in Atlanta?
Who for the spot or the artist?
Nah, he a pastor, but he deal with Pastor Tom and them too.
Oh, Scott Free.
Scott Free. I heard him speak one time. You know what I'm saying? Like different DJs who spoke into my life. You know what I'm saying? Internet DJs or regular DJs. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy DJ 20D, one of my day ones. Right now he work for iHeartRadio. We trying to do some things. So just while I was on the other side, I didn't really have, but like, okay, so let me, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my brother Nate. When he brought me in, he discipled me, and I just started
moving.
I had to reset a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? I had to. It's a constant reset.
Yeah,
it is.
It's a constant reset, and relationship wise, you got to restart. It's stuff I'm restarting.
Yeah.
New things I'm implementing to my life. You know what I'm saying? New seasons of new stuff I'm learning. Stuff I'm trying to unlearn.
Yeah.
Bro, dude, my baby, he's 15.
Yeah.
So every year, I gotta restart. Because, bro, I mean, gotta restart every year because that season of time is over with. So it's different. And I don't know why I'm going here. Maybe this can help somebody. It's different when you have a child when they don't live in the same home with you. For whatever case the reason is.
Yeah.
But sometimes happen like that.
Yeah. So
those seasons are different. My man's almost in a legal adult. Almost. Next year he gonna be 16. You know what I'm saying? So every season, every year, I gotta reset, and I I gotta do both with my son. I gotta reset and restart. I gotta reset how I think, how I do things, and I gotta restart a pattern or something to make sure I build the foundation that's needed for him and my other children that's coming.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
facts.
So that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Man, it's been good, man. I know we probably went a little bit longer than normal tonight, but man, it was some awesome dialogue. And yeah, but
necessary.
Yeah, everything.
It's gonna help somebody.
Hey, but it's our platform, so we can do what we want to do.
Jadakiss.
But man, we're gonna get ready to go ahead and shut it on down, man. So at the end of the day, man, y'all know how we roll, man. We just want to make sure that y'all get the meat and potatoes and nuggets y'all need to pick up as you on your journey, and just keep on pushing, man. But it's
big facts.
Very imperative that you just gotta learn when to reset or even restart. So at the end of the day, so man, we're gonna leave y'all with that. So y'all got a lot to chew on. Appreciate the support. And we probably getting to that point, man. We gonna start having some guests, come on with us and share some of their expertise in some of their areas and field of expertise. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And Alxndr got his single gonna be coming out in July. New single coming out in July. Y'all be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
And so that's it, man. You got anything?
That's it.
I know Ben said it took the last half, so before we get up out of here.
Hey, you see.
Mrs. Bag on the way.
Well, she on the way.
Mrs. Bag on the way.
Oh no, man. Just be encouraged, y'all. Just keep moving. Keep moving your feet. You can't walk the whole staircase at the same time. Just one foot in front of the other. That's it.
All right, man. There you have it. Y'all know how we like to end the show. Shoot for the top because the bottom is way too crowded. And if you think different and be different, you have the opportunity to live different. And once again, we'll see you on the other side of success. We'll see y'all next week.
Sorry. Peace. I know my brother, y'all. I know my brother.